Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Quest Paladin in the Witchwood. Quest Paladin has been largely unplayable since its introduction because it's just so hard to play those buffs and still have a meaningful deck. And many of the early iterations of Quest Paladin focused on cards like Primal Champion to recycle buffs to be able to play enough buffs. But the Witchwood solved all of that with the introduction of Sound the Bells, a echo buff, so that it can be played again and again and easily complete the quest even without including Primal Champion in the deck. This has made the deck a lot more viable, although if you don't already have these cards, a Control Paladin deck built on much the same principles but without the quest is actually somewhat stronger. But this is something that you might want to play for fun if you happen to have the last Kaleidosaur quest anyway. The deck has a lot of defensive tools, especially lifesteal tools, to help you stabilize against those aggressive phase decks. You have Vicious Scalehide, which is a lifesteal rush beast. You have Paragon of Light, which when buffed is gaining taunt and lifesteal. And you have Secret Champion, which also can restore some of your health. So using Scalehide and Paragon of Light together with your buffs can create very strong lifesteal minions. For example, Scalehide with Blessing of Kings, or with Spygrid Steed, or Paragon of Light even with just a couple of iterations of Sound the Bells can really help you defend against aggression. The deck can sometimes take this sort of tempo approach with the buffs, with Call to Arms bringing you a bunch of stuff, with Consecration, Equality maybe clearing the way, trying to push damage, but most of the time the deck wins with the 3 win conditions it has, which are: first, you gain Galvadon from the last Kaleidosaur, then you have Linessa Sunsorrow, which regains all of the buffs that you have played during the game, and you have Zola the Gorgon, which you can use with either of these 2 to get a 3rd copy. So you will have 3 very big, very scary minions that you can try to use to win the game. In addition to those, the deck makes use of other good Paladin legendary cards, like the Glass Knight, which is going to be able to regain that Divine Shield many times because of all the lifesteal synergies, and Sunky Petarim, which can reduce the opponent's stress into more manageable size. Or alternatively, buff your own small minions into a much more respectable size. When you mulligan with this deck, you're generally looking for your early game cards, Righteous Protector, Loot Hoarder, especially Call to Arms. Call to Arms is just so good. If you expect to be defending against something like a Paladin deck that floods the board a lot, you might look for Pyromancer. In that case you might want to keep the quest unplayed at the start, even if you have nothing to play on 1, so that you can play like Pyromancer and quest on 3, resulting in 1 damage to the entire board. And if you're facing decks that are very fast and very deadly, such as a Face Hunter, you want to mulligan the quest away and instead just try to find your defensive tools, because you win that game with the lifesteal minions. The deck packs the regular Control Paladin board clears. There's Equality, which can be used together with Pyromancer or together with Consecration, and those will help you wipe some boards in order to make room for your own win conditions to take over the game. Overall, it's a fun little deck, makes really good use of Sound the Bells, and Sound the Bells really improves the viability of Paladin Quest. But in the end, I still feel that the Quest version is inferior to the non-Quest version, which can still run Linessa, which can still run buffs. Sound the Bells, for example, with Wild Pyromancer can really wipe some boards in the mid-game. But there are those moments when you play Galvadon and it's just so much fun. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material of this deck for you, and if you enjoyed this content then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at some Quest Paladin in action. And I don't expect the quest to help me against Face Hunter. Poke, I thought it was 2-1, yeah, if it only was, but it wasn't. Hi, Luke Duke. Yep, that's a Face Hunter, alright. Let's see if we can make it. Not going to be easy. I added this bit of lifesteal into this deck, so maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Well, there's a call to arms. I don't want to use the lifesteal yet. If I can use the lifesteal later with some buffs, that would be better. Hi, Among Us. What would you coin out as a face hunter? Oh, always hover. That might be a game deciding card right here. Because I don't have an answer to hover. The best I can do is play a loot horde. Next turn I play the call to arms. Maybe I fight some righteous protectors, but this damage is coming in. Damage is coming in fast right now. But let's see. That hover, that extra 4 damage is so important. Pyromancer can't help, but I'm quite likely to find some taunts. And I do find some taunts. Do I use this one to hit there? I think I do. We heal for 1 while doing that. Yay! Well, now I have some taunt minions with Divine Shield, so unless he has Unleash, I might be able to turn this around. But if he has Unleash here, that's the key card. Okay, Silence allows him to push 4 to face. Which isn't bad. So I could play Pyromancer. No, probably not Pyromancer at this percent. Baku Hunter is pretty deadly. Yes, it is. It is. I actually need to play Pyromancer Bells, right? Hit their Pyromancer Bells on this one. Then I can clear the entire board. I only get 1 copy of Bells down. Can't help that. That's what I have to do. It's the Pyromancer. It's a hit there. It's the Bells. And we hit here. So we heal for 2. And if he can't deal with this now, he already spent 1 silence, then I'm going to steed this to get a lot of lifesteal. Probably enough to win the game. If he doesn't have another silence. If he doesn't kill this now. But he might kill it now. But in 2 turns I can do Scale Hide. He doesn't kill it now, but he could still have the silence. Even more options. I could steal the Paragon of Light. Never trade. Well, who knows, who knows. So many options here. I mean, I could also just use the True Silver Champion. I think I have to risk another silence. It's not that likely. Do I trade? Do I gain something from trading? No, I just put a clock on him. I might gain something if he has another silence in hand. But what's the probability? He's only 10 cards deep into his deck. What's the probability that he has a second silence? And I'm telling you that probability is low. It's low, low, low. What if I Unleash? I probably want to draw more cards with the Loot Hoarder, right? Probably, yeah. Let's get the True Silver Champion out there as well. And I'm just hitting face here. I'm just hitting face and healing. I'm back to 21 health. I have more health than the Face Hunter. But he might always draw the silence. He's freezing that so that he cannot attack and heal me more. Alright, alright. But if you attack with the Wolf Rider, it doesn't attack with the Wolf Rider. Interesting. Interesting choice. So I think I'm drawing a card here. Yeah, let's sit there and draw a card. Next turn I could play Paragon of Light into Steed. No, I want to play this one with the Steed, right? Scalehide Steed. Do I play Paragon of Light, Blessing of Kings now? I have so many ways to beat him. I have a feeling this Face Hunter is not going to win. What do you guys think? I think the Vicious Scalehide has been doing a lot of work here. I might keep a True Silver Champion in case this is a Cubelock. It doesn't have to be a cube. Why is Quest the deck title? This deck has a quest in it. This quest. Ooh. But I mulligan the quest away against Hunter. Because it's not like Galvadon can ever save me against Hunter. So that's why you didn't see it in the last game. But I keep it in all the other matchups. But yeah, against Hunter it just... yeah, well, you know the drill. Well, it's definitely some kind of control warlock. Why would he spend Mortal Coil here? I guess he really wanted to draw cards. As much as I would love to play the Glass Knight, I think I just have to play the Call to Arms. So, Librarian plus Defile is a nice board clear here, because I have the 2 and I have the 3. Only thing I'm missing is the 1. This Warlock is so confused, yes. He should be very, very confused. I'll probably have to sacrifice the Scalehide here. I think so. What kind of alternatives do I have? None that are any good. I don't want to give him the 1, 2, 3 Defile. So that fellow has got to go. Scalehides can also replenish the Divine Shield on the Glass Knight. That's part of the idea. But I'm not sure if I ever get to a position. Oh yeah, this is going to hurt a lot. This is going to hurt a lot. It's Glass Knight time. I'll hit some face. What does he pull? Pulls a Doom Guard, okay. Does he have a cube? Or a faceless? Or anything really? He has the cube. Well, sometimes when Cubelock draws like this, then it's obviously very difficult to win. You know, that kind of stuff. I can trade away both Doom Guards here. I'll probably have to go for that. We'll trade away that Doom Guard, and then we trade away this Doom Guard and replenish the Divine Shield on the Glass Knight. But he has another Doom Guard. That's annoying. Does he have another cube or another faceless? I mean, if he also has another cube, then that's getting ridiculous, I believe. At least he doesn't have another cube. Has a Dark Reaper though. Okay, so this fellow kills the Dark Reaper. And then this fellow can kill the Doom God. And give Divine Shield back. He has spent 2 Mortal Coils already. Any other alternatives? Well, there's Consecration. There's the Bells. I could also Potion of Heroism this first, so it doesn't lose any health. I think I like that plan. Let's Potion of Heroism this fellow first. Then I'll trade away the Dark Reaper. And then I'll play the Scalehide. And then the Scalehide trades away the Doom God, giving this the Divine Shield back. And then I'll play a Paragon of Light. Alright, alright. This is still not enough if he has any silence. And he has also all those facelesses and stuff. So we can just like copy Linessa, for example. Oh, but now I can play Linessa on 10. Another 4 quests to trigger Galvadon. Yeah, I think we're going for that. Let's sound the bells. Let's sound the bells. Let's sound the bells. And let's sound the, again, 5-8, 2-Zgea, 6-10 and 2-6 are fine. So we get Galvadon. But unfortunately, Warlock I think is going to have so much value in that deck that Galvadon might not be enough. I mean, all he needs is to play some Doom cards. Stickybone, what is this deck known as? This deck that I'm playing. No one else is playing anything even remotely similar. So that's now going to pull a Void Lord. That was pretty strong. That's going to pull another Void Lord when it dies. And that's also going to be activated immediately by the Spirit Singer. If I attack twice, I would have to go double Consecration to get rid of Umbra. I probably have to get rid of Umbra, right? Umbra just seems so incredibly dangerous. That still leaves him with a Void Lord on the board. Alternative is to play the Galvadon. I'll go to Galvadon this turn. 3 health, and Fury, 3 health. I didn't have enough time to... Oh, he had another Void Lord in hand already. Then it wouldn't have pulled one from Lackey. I didn't have enough time to make the choices. I needed to make my decision to go with Galvadon much more earlier. He doesn't want to activate the Void Lord. Void Lord Death Rattles too much, or what is it? There are 2 equalities in the deck. I would love to find an equality. But I guess I messed this up. A little bit at least. He still has the Faceless Manipulators, that's the problem. There's an equality, but... Because I can play Linessa, but he can just make a copy of Linessa. We'll still have to play Linessa, right? I guess we're pretty much all in. You get some bells on it. I can send another one of those back to my hand. I would love to kill both Void Lords. Unfortunately, I can only kill one. I wonder how this one is going to turn out. I messed up a little bit on the Galvadon turn, because I took my sweet time. Oh, he's going to play Gul'dan. Yep. Does he get any Void Lords back? Please don't get any Void Lords back. Doesn't get any Void Lords back. Doesn't get any Void Lords back, so... I can just double consecrate this board. And then I can push 14 to face. He doesn't have Doom Guards left, he doesn't have Void Lords left. Lethal, right? If I equality consecration, I have 10, 12, 14, 18 with the double consecration. That's not lethal. But it's just going to be double consecration this turn. We kill all the demons. And we kill the mountain giant. We have defeated the Cubelock. The infamous Cubelock. who had the Lackey, who had the Cube, who had the Pact, who had the Umbra, who played all of his Void Lords, all of his Doom Guards. And yet he perished to the power of Galvadon that I didn't even fully get to upgrade because I was too slow. I might keep one. It cycles itself. Maybe keeping one Loot Hoarder is fine. I'm a little bit uncertain. The other alternative was to mulligan everything. I figured getting some minion to ensure that I don't whiff completely on minions would be fine. Admittedly not the catchiest name ever. What do you mean it's not the catchiest name? But let's see. We're facing a hunter. It's not a Baku Hunter, by the way. It's a mid-range hunter. So actually I might have needed the quest. Always Huffer? Never Huffer. Do I want to save Potion of Heroism to play with the Pyromancer? I think the answer is no. I'll play it here, so that I can keep a minion on the board and challenge the Misha. Was to be expected. Now I could use Consecration to wipe both of these. I mean, he kept every single card. What can he possibly have in his hand? Gotta be Spell Hunter. What madman plays Minion Hunter? Yeah, so then it would be Secrets and Spellstone. That would mean that I want to save Pyromancer Consecration. Well, I also have Pyromancer Bells, but I would need 8 mana to do that. I can play the Glass Knight. No, Call to Arms has to be better, right? But the Glass Knight could renew its Divine Shield with the Scale Hide. I guess it's Call to Arms still. Now that I have 2 copies of Call to Arms here, I just think I want to get rid of those. Draw those minions. There's only a Protector and a Loot Hoarder left. I had the alternative to try to challenge this with the Glass Knight, but tutoring those small minions away from my deck ensures that I don't draw them. Mid-range. Oh, you have to figure what's good to craft. I will eventually figure out what's good. So I pull the rest of the minions now. Yeah. No reason not to. There's also no reason for me to attack with the Scale Hide yet. But yeah, this has to be a Spell Hunter, but why did he keep all the cards and doesn't play them? That's what... Well, that Unleash was from opening hand, right? So that's Flanking Strike. Yeah, it's a Flanking Strike. Alright. So far so good. What am I waiting for to go off with the bells? I'm not quite sure, I guess. He could have 2 Eyesight. There are always many things that they can have. Let's draw a card with this fellow. Paragon is not bad. But I think I'll go with the True Silver Champion first. Just hero power here. The problem is that Deathstalker Rexa can easily outvalue me. High fear. So I would actually have to press the attack. Oh, he had the Rexa. Ouch, that's so bad. In the first 13 cards. That sucks, because this fellow can really outvalue me. This is going to get painful. Don't want to play the Paragon out there as well. I guess I do. Alright, let's see. But yeah, Deathstalker can outvalue me. When Hunt finds the Deathstalker early, that's so good for them. Because he can find silences from there. It's an endless supply of silence, poisonous minions, lifesteal. If I didn't assume this was Face Hunter, I would have kept the Quest, because Quest would be good in this kind of matchup. But of course, with every hunter I have been facing lately being Face Hunter, then there's no reason for me to assume anything else. Hector, what's up, enjoying the new set? Yeah, new set is a lot of fun. Oh dear, he has a flanking strike though, so he can kill the Glass Knight now. He does not. So explosive trap maybe, freezing trap maybe. So many options. Wandering monster. I want to attack with the weapon first, in case there's a freezing trap. In case there's a wandering monster. That's the explosive trap, alright. But that one I don't mind. The other can still be a freezing trap. It's even fairly likely to be one. This will cost 5 if I freeze it back to my hand. That's acceptable. Wasn't a freezing trap. Well, that was a surprise. Let's try this. But all he needs is a poisonous minion or something. And he can kill the 8-9. 8-9 knight that I have up here. And he has the candle shot, so he can safely take away the divine shield. So if he has poisonous minion, then he can just use that to kill it. We'll try. So it's snipe or snake trap or venom strike trap. Oh, he found a silence. Yeah, that's really annoying when they find the silence. That really hurts. I mean, silence is the rarest thing to find. It's only 10%. But 2 attempts and he got one. Really wanted to get rid of that. Okay. I see what you did there. I have to spend 1 consecration here, because I don't want to let him lifesteal with this one. I need to be the aggressor here. But he has 2 spell stones. Well, we'll see about that. Then the blessing. Then we try to punch face again. But getting outvalued by that stuck Rexar is a thing. And when they can find the silence against this deck, it's particularly bad. But it's only 10% to get the silence. They don't often get that. Hurts. And then the poisonous. Because poisonous is offered a ton nowadays. They get poisonous all the time. So I need to hero power and play the Scale Hide and play Tarim. Okay, can we do this? He's on the defensive, but so far his defense has been impeccable, with Poisonous Rush minion and a Silence minion. And now he has... This is a beast that he created already earlier. Another Poisonous Rush minion. When they roll high, they really roll high. I have 6 plus 5, which is not enough. I'm 1 off. But he needs a lifesteal or he cannot heal. It's fine to be 1 off, right? Because I can try to consecrate next turn. I just build these ones up and hit face. Then he needs to... yeah, that's my best chance to win. I can put him down to 1. And now he has to get healing, or I kill him with the consecration. I could have put him down to 2 with the steed. That would have been better. Play the steed, play 2 bells. Put him down to 2. That's still lethal to consecration and it would give me a death rattle. You can clear with pyro. I don't care about clearing, I want to kill him. I want him to have lifesteal minion with rush right here, right now, or he's dead. Well, he can also get death coil from the zombies, I guess. So there's that one too. Death coil can heal him for 5 if he gets death coil. That one heals 2. That one heals 2. I'll get this up to 7 attack, but that's not so beneficial. Well, well. And there's the snake trap or the venom strike trap as well. Oh, I also need to take that into account. Snakes, right. I guess that forces out the consecration then. Okay, he's at 2. I have no more consecrations. Does he have more healing? Or a taunt? I mean, I have 2 out of 7 to top deck equality, so that I can go through taunt with the true silver champion. But yeah, you can see how good Deathstack Rexar is right now, because it's seriously improved by the new beasts. So he has 48% to get taunt, he has around 40% to get lifesteal, but lifesteal without rush doesn't necessarily help. Come in here, have you tried Spiteful Druid yet? No, I have not. He gets more healing, and charge, and there's an arcane shot too. Okay, so I'm 1 off. There's more secrets as well. So if there's a freezing trap, for example, there's the equality, but it doesn't help right now. And I haven't seen a freezing trap yet before, so if there's a freezing trap, well, not a whole lot I can do about that. Now he's there. I knew the DK was going to be obnoxious with the new beasts. Yeah, it's so much better now. I was telling you. And that could be a freezing trap now, because I've seen explosive, I've seen snakes. I have not seen freezing. There's a good chance for a freezing trap.
Let me light the way.
And if it's a freezing trap, I can't attack with this one next turn. Do you think the War Axe would do any good in this deck? No, I don't think it would do any good in this deck. The games typically don't go that long. But I mean, the Hunter needed to have the Rexar early. He had Rexar as one of his first cards. And that has been carrying him throughout the entire game. Already a silence, already multiple poisonous minions, multiple healing minions. Another poisonous minion. So everything is poisonous. Oh well, oh well. And that's the last Pyromancer too, so... And everything's poisonous and everything charges all the time. 5 cards left. One of them is Linessa. But how do I kill him? I just don't know. I have to use my weapon charge here. I missed the hero power. That was bad. I needed to hit the hero power. Well, technically it's still lethal on board. He still needs an answer, but he should be able to get that answer. And he hasn't played a freezing trap still. No, you can't do it like that. That doesn't help. Another big taunt. Well, there's the Linessa. This is my final try. If he has a way to deal with this, then, well, that's game then. I mean, if he has like silence, he already had one silence. He still has one beast generated from there. So does he have another silence? Let's see. Or maybe some more poisonous minions. And if he can kill Linessa before I top deck Zola, then, well, I lose to that. But one more try. We try one more time. Does he have it? Freezing Trap doesn't do. Hunter's Mark and Candle Shot. Or maybe a Freezing Trap. Okay, he hits that one. Yeah, actually it does help. It does help a lot. Now if he can kill this one again before I can find Zola, then that's just the end. And that's not Zola. Well, he can't use a freezing trap here, right? It's probably explosive trap. I have to hope that he somehow doesn't kill Linessa now, and then I can top deck the Zola. And I can play Linessa again. But this looks pretty bleak. I mean, that Rexar has carried the game. That Rexar has so carried this game. But he has around 50% to get Rush. He gets a 3/5 charger. So now he kills the Linessa, and that's going to be the end of it. There's the Zola, but that doesn't help anymore. He has only 4 cards left in the deck. Can I fatigue him? I dissed Linessa when I got her from pack. Yeah, he needed to win a 50-50 also with the Deadly Shot. He has won so many RNG rolls. Incredibly many RNG rolls. Let's see if I can fatigue him still. But I guess I can't. 3 cards left. I would need to be able to push some damage. Oh, he got Taunt Poisonous that heals him. As you can see, this Rexar is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Yeah. I just don't think Galvadon beats Paladin. Trying to find a 1-drop instead, but I can't. Well, next turn is a Loot Horde. And we try to find... What kind of... This is not a Baku or again Paladin, by the way. Who plays a Paladin that's neither of those? Someone who likes Secret Paladin, apparently. Alright. Do you have secrets in hand? He was contemplating using the coin, so he might have secrets in hand. If he has Noble Sacrifice, I can't kill this even with the Scale Hide. Now the secrets are coming. How many? 1. Well. I might have to keep this for a Pyromancer. So they run Noble Sacrifice and what? Redemption, maybe? Secret Paladin. Yeah, it's a Secret Paladin. All I need is a Pyromancer and I win. But if I can't find the Pyromancer or Call to Arms, he might win. Let's see. Oh, that's a really good one too. That's the best one, the Purifier Small. Mr. Mason, is any website able to provide useful win rates for any decks yet? Yeah, there are some useful win rates on HS Replay. I just really need that. I think I'll try it like this. I don't use both rush minions yet, because I might be able to buff a rush minion to make it more effective. But what I really want is the Pyromancer. Oh no, he gets another secret. And he can coin it out. And gets the knives too. So now even Pyromancer might not be enough. I really need the Pyromancer. Or even a Consecration. I mean, Consecration kills most of this board. I think I'll have to settle for this one. It's 2 Pyromancers. So if I play the quest now, these will kill themselves and the Protector. And most of the stuff they have here. But not everything. And if there's a redemption, then one of these Secret Keepers is going to come back to life. Well, the other one survives anyway. I think I still have to play it. There's the redemption. And then there's going to be a noble sacrifice, so I can't get through to these. I would have to top deck a Consecration. Well, I can still get a lifesteal Scale Hide. So maybe I can still pull this off. That's not a bad fellow either. I can do it next turn with the bells. This turn is Scale Hide. Just a Repentance. Alright, that's sweet. Scale Hide into Blessing of Kings. Where do I trade? Because he can use the Purifier Small to kill this if I kill the 3/1 Secret Keeper. If I kill the 1/1, this is at 4 health. Then he needs to sacrifice more into it. I think I'm killing the 1/1. I'm trying to optimize my lifesteal here. Because this means that he doesn't have a single attack that can kill it. Top decked. No, it wasn't top deck, it was the... he had that before. Alright. Well, that's annoying. But it's not impossible yet. It is pretty bad though. I think I need the Paragon with the bells. He just spent a silence. So I make a 4/9 taunt with lifesteal. He's so unlikely to have a second silence available immediately. So while he can push through this, he would need 3 attacks, which means that I heal for 12 while he does that. Next turn I can Hero Power Steed. Yeah, keep healing me. Yes. He could have Gentle Megasaur maybe. That would be bad, right? I might have to react to the Murlocs immediately instead of going with the Steed. Now I can't because of the Protector. So then it's the Steed. You get a 3/7. What does he have? Single top deck. Is it a good one? He needs a good one now. He gets a good one. Ouch. That's painful. Why did he trade like this, though? I'm not sure. Consecration is pretty sweet. What can you say? Alright, I want more minions on the board rather than equip the True Silver Champion yet. Because I can always... Let's say he top decks a Megasaur and plays it. Then I can play the True Silver Champion and kill it. For every class I have to use 3 decks now. Yeah, maybe. Okay, Desperate Stand looks good. I'll try to attack with this one first. Eye for an eye? Repentance? Really? Well, that's interesting. Repentance, probably. Could be Hidden Wisdom. I think I'm using the buff. I'm using the True Silver Champion here. Okay. Repentance. Yeah, no one is playing Hidden Wisdom. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.